know what I'm saying? Not saying that even if you don't got a plan that it can't be executed, it can still be executed, but you know what I mean? You're gonna need luck. You're gonna need that viral moment, you know what I mean? Cause it wasn't planned. You know what I'm saying? And like how you gonna maintain it? You know what I'm saying? Like how you gonna keep it? Do you love it? Back to what I was saying about like when you was asking about like the draft and when they why they be asking little questions like because yeah you might be talented and it might have came unexpected, but is you gonna do what's need to be done to keep, you know what I mean, keep the job going, keep pushing, because it's gonna always be somebody that do sneaker content, stream, whatever, that feel exactly just like how you feel. Like, oh, I'm better. I'm the best. You get what I'm saying? Oh, I'm better than him. I'm better than her. You feel me? Not saying that it's any competition or nothing like that, but you always gotta separate yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Okay, well if he feel like that and I feel like this, what's gonna separate the two? You know what I'm saying? Do they put the work in to be the best? You know what I'm saying? Do they do their homework? You feel me? Do they know what they talking about? You know? Or is it just you saying you the best and you know what I mean? Like you gotta factor all of that shit in. Just like when they talk about the GOAT. The GOAT. You know what I mean? Shit, nigga, anybody can be the GOAT. Don't really, you know what I mean? That's like last night they was asking you like, oh, what's your rap name? And I was like, that's crazy. We just was playing like that last night. Just was playing like, oh yeah, woo woo. You know what I'm saying? Was we not? We was just playing and talking about that. With your rap name and all of this other type of shit. And they just asked you that. You feel me? Not saying that, you trying to rap or be no rapper or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But you feel me? Just it's content at this point. You feel me? And like shit, it's hard being consistent, doing this shit every day, making content every day. That's why a lot of people don't do it. You feel me? And I think when you do go viral and people waiting on you to drop and waiting on you to, that's gonna be a lot of pressure. You know? Oh, is she dropping today? And then it's gonna be them times where you don't want to drop. You feel what I'm saying? You want to chill, but you got the people waiting on you to drop, waiting on you to. You feel what I'm saying? Like it'd be different. But if you working towards that, if you want that, anything is possible. What's up, chat? Claudia in the chat. Aylin S. Perez in the chat. But yeah, like it'd be hard because a lot of people gonna have their own opinion about how you should do something, or you feel me? Like what's good, what's bad, or this right, that ain't right. Like long as you got your own opinion about, or how you should be doing shit in your own life, bro. That's the only thing that matters, bro. You feel me? Is you have control of your life, and you know you post and you do what's beneficial and value you and what you stand for. I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking, Julian. How you doing? where everybody from in the chat. And just chopping it up. Like, when you drop that video, who's to say it don't go viral? You feel me? Who's to say you don't get 5,000 views, 10,000 views, 1,000 views, whatever you get? You feel what I'm saying? It's all, appreciated. I feel like you get what you put in. If you put in a good amount of time doing something, you'll get something good out of it. But if you go into it quick, fast, it's gonna leave quick as it can. It's gonna leave quick as it can. I mean, I'm from Europe. Shout out Europe in the building. True fact. I mean, these is true facts, man. You don't want nothing that come fast. You don't want nobody who around for the moment. None of that. You want genuine people in your life and around you and friends. You get what I'm saying? Facts. Facts. Because, like, you can naturally build something. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you building it naturally. Like, you putting the time into it. You actually doing it yourself. You know what I'm saying? You playing every role. You know what I'm saying? Producer, editor, you the creator, you this, you that. You learning a lot. You get what I'm saying? Other than a person going viral or getting this quick moment. You get what I'm saying? And then they don't know how to navigate because the money came quicker than, you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather take the stairs than the elevator. You get what I'm saying? Facts. Why though? That's crazy. Man, it really is. It really is. That's why a lot of people be going viral nowadays. And like, you'll see them, they'll be viral, but they didn't really love it. They ain't really like what they was doing. They just caught a little viral moment, and you know what I mean? And then like a couple months later, we never see them again. Never see them again. You can't never be bigger than, you feel me, your effort and what you put in. You feel me? If you feel like that, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna really get shit. Because ain't nothing bigger than, you know what I'm saying, what you putting out and what you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it don't be about the money. Everybody make it about the money, but it ain't about the money. You get what I'm saying? If you build a voice, you feel what I'm saying? And if you can make an impact, that's way more valuable than money. You get what I'm saying? If you can make an impact on something and you can come and, you know what I'm saying, be like a, not even just a motivator, but like somebody that you look up. What you call that? Like when you look up to somebody, a role model. You know what I'm saying? A role model is sometimes worth not sometimes, but a role model is worth more than money. You feel what I'm saying? Some people be rich, but they ain't good role models. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of you being rich if don't nobody value what you say, or if you can't get nobody to, you feel what I'm saying? You ain't dependable. You know what I'm saying? It was an empty moment for sure. For sure. You was going somewhere, but the gas ran out. You know what I mean? The gas ran out. You forgot to put the gas in the whip. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, man. Y'all make sure y'all stay motivated, man. Make sure y'all stay motivated. That's it, man. Many make money but won't do any impact. That's for surely. And then like nowadays you get these rappers or like these like young celebrities, and then they go to like they neighborhood or they part of the city and like give back, do these little toy drives or whatever. But like you gotta give back to the whole city. You know what I'm saying? It's not about just one side, because now you playing a role. Now you feeding back into that one side or the other. You get what I'm saying? Like, and it shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be like, oh, one side of the city getting something, they getting valued and rewarded for something. You know what I'm saying? But you want everybody, the whole city, to respect you for the little bit of, you know what I mean, you did in one community. You get what I'm saying? So if you can make an impact, bro, and if you can be a role model to whoever it is, young, old, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that's valuable. You know what I'm saying? That's valuable. That's valuable. When the field they work. Nah, that's facts. That's facts. Because like, if you can make an impact in life, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna follow you everywhere you go in life. You get what I'm saying? That viral moment, people gonna forget about that. Them clips, people gonna forget about that. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, people gonna forget about that. You know what I'm saying? But like history, bro, they ain't gonna never forget history. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna put you up on the wall. You know what I'm saying? When you somebody and you making an impact in your community and in your city and in the world, you know what I'm saying? And it don't always have to be big. It can be, you can start with the smallest impact. You know what I mean? The smallest thing. It can be, you get what I'm saying? But consistency beats the big shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like if I'm consistent with this small thing that I do every day, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna beat a majority of the percentage, because a lot of people get big, a lot of people get money, and then, you know what I'm saying, they switch up, don't want to do it no more, or they ain't consistent, or you feel me? But if I'm doing this 2% every day, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna add up. You feel me? Consistent beat, you know what I'm saying? A lot. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay motivated, y'all stay prayed up, man. Even when you think you can't do it, it's possible. You feel me? We on the way to 300 subs. Who would have known? You feel me? We drop sneaker content, you know what I'm saying? But we giving hope. We got giveaways. We giving away a pair of Jordan 14s. All you gotta do is sub up, like the video. You know what I'm saying? Follow us on Bay Area Fats. And you know what I'm saying? You know? One day we can go back to the schools and give everybody a pair of shoes, you know? One day we can go back to, you know, and give everybody, you feel me, baseball equipment, you know what I'm saying? Football equipment, basketball equipment, you know? So that's how we gonna end it, man. A good little 15-minute live, man. We just chopping it up. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all smoke or not, but you feel me? We finna light this thing up and start the smoke session. You feel me? We back. See, like, even like with like you be like hesitant. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else be hesitant on stuff? Like, thinking it, but like thinking like it's not good enough. You know? Sometimes like you'll think about something or have like a plan or like think, you know what I mean? And be like, man, this ain't good enough. But like once you do that, you feel me? You already giving the people a reason, or giving yourself a reason to think that it's not good enough. You know what I'm saying? You're going to lose confidence in it. You know what I'm saying? So as you losing the confidence in it, you sinking the life out of your plans and your goals. You get what I'm saying? So you always got to be, confident, even if you ain't confident, try it, you know? And then after failure is success. You know what I'm saying? After you fail, you can't do nothing but succeed. Facts. Like, what you ain't gonna keep failing. I would hope not. You know what I'm saying? I would hope you do something. You go back in the lab, you practice, you know what I'm saying? And you come out a winner. You feel me? Facts. You don't lose in a fight and then just, you know what I mean? Hell nah. You get back in the lab, you get a rematch, you know what I'm saying? You go back in for the title. You don't just lay down and just, I don't think nobody should do that. You should always fight for what you want. I feel I lose the confidence when I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing. Yeah. But like, that's part of trial and tribulations too. That's part of, you know what I'm saying, getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we don't start off everything knowing we gonna be good or knowing the outcome. You just gotta go. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta go. And as you go, you can learn, okay, bam, bam, okay, this. You learn yourself as you go. And as you go through trials and tribulations, you know your limits of yourself. You get what I'm saying? Because you never know how big of an impact you can make in the world unless you take that risk or that sacrifice. That's a sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Lane? That's a sacrifice that you making. But you got to be comfortable with that sacrifice. And when I say sacrifice, I ain't saying nothing crazy. I say sacrifice as in like you got to give up something. You got to risk something. You get what I'm saying? If you ain't giving up no risk, it ain't no big reward. So the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. And long as it's positive, you should always feel good. As long as you're doing something positive, you should always feel good, no matter if you know what you're doing or not. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's a job, sports, school, whatever it is, content, YouTube. You should always go into something feeling like, you know what I mean? You know what you're doing. Even though you don't know what you're doing, but you willing to learn. You know what I mean? That's a big key. If you willing to learn, you can go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? As long as you willing to learn. MP2602, what's popping, bro? Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. We just chopping it up. You still got that appointment? You got 10 votes, man. 50-50. You got a 50-50 split in the chat. We finna end, man. We been on for 20 minutes. We just chopped it up with y'all, man. A good solid live, man. We got 3 people added, man. Make sure y'all double tap. We finna get up out of this thing right quick in a minute. Y'all got any questions for the boy? Any sneaker talk? Any hype? You know what I'm saying? Y'all want me to keep going with the motivation talk? Let me know. Just say motivation. I have added you. Salute, Julian. That's a dub. I appreciate you, Julian. For real. That's love. That's love, Julian. But we just chopping it up right now, you know, because sometimes on it throughout these journeys, bro, it be hard. It be hard on these journeys, man, in life, you know. So you gotta keep hope, man. You gotta, you know, if you got friends, family, you know, it don't hurt to call them and, you know, give them a little bit of hope or how your day going. You know, check on your people, make sure they in good spirits, make sure they in good communications, all of that. You know what I'm saying? It go a long way. It take you a long way. You know, it'll show people that you dependable. Like, you know, I can depend on this person. I can call this person. I know they're gonna have good advice. I know they're gonna have a good word. You know, like you ain't gotta preach. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to preach to nobody. We just, you know, motivating. That's it. You know, sometimes people need a little bit of motivation, a little push. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with you, channel, brody. I need someone to keep updated with the newest kicks. Nah, for surely, that's what we do. You know, I might do this new little series, and I drop it on YouTube, like on my channel instead of live, where I just do updates like on sneakers, Supreme, like new drops, all that type of stuff. So I might just do it. I might just do it like that. You feel me? El Kermit, what's poppin'? I ain't a pimp. You know what I'm saying? We most definitely into sneakers, all that type of stuff. But what's poppin' though, Kermit? 420. Well, yeah, man. We just doing a quick live, just chatting, just smoking. Good 420. Before 420. 420 coming up soon too. It's gonna be a good 420. Any smokers in the chat? Do we got any smokers in the chat? Any smokers in the chat? $420, we go live on a good one. On a good one. Make sure y'all double tap, man. But we just chopping it up. I feel like a lot of people be sleep on themselves. You know? Like I feel like a lot of people be talented or like got potential to like do a lot of stuff, but like they shut themselves down because of like the chat or like negative comments or bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just gonna keep you shelled in a one place. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you can't. They gonna say whatever. You feel me? Like you gonna get, you know, talk, hate, whatever, regardless of what you doing in life. You feel me? Whether you going to school, play sports, people gonna call you weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta keep going sometimes. Sometimes it's very tough to keep good communications with family members or parents. I just get sad of that. They can't hurt or make negative impact verbally. Yeah, that's the biggest struggle is family. Sometimes family is the biggest. Well, sometimes family is the hardest to get on track. You know what I'm saying? Because they want the best for you. You know what I'm saying? They want the best for you. They feel like they know what's best for you, and they feel like they can put you in the best situation. When sometimes, yeah, they can. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta have a vision and like dreams for yourself. You get what I'm saying? But like sometimes if you ain't got them dreams and if you ain't ready to be in the real world, they can shield you or they can shield you, you know what I'm saying, from making mistakes or, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff that, you know what I'm saying, or trying stuff or, you know what I'm saying? So like sometimes, you know, that can hinder or shield a kid or a teenager or a young adult. You feel what I'm saying? So always make sure you know, you follow your dreams. Make sure you follow your dreams, man. You always add your dreams into whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you working a job. You know what I'm saying? If you working a job, always, all right, if I'm working a job, I'm going to figure out how can I make this job make some type of impact with my dreams. You know what I mean? How can I align this job up with my dreams or like what I want to do in life. You get what I'm saying? Because it don't just stop at the job. You know what I'm saying? Life don't stop at the job. If you working at Target, Walmart, McDonald's, Burger King, it don't stop there. But you can stop it there. You get what I'm saying? If you give up or if you content, you get what I'm saying? It's always more to life. Always remember that. It's always more to life. You get what I'm saying? So always make room for your plans and your dreams. You know? We got time. We make time for whatever we want to make time for in life. That's girls, that's sports, that's school, that's family, whatever. We make our own time for whatever it is. And we got a lot of time. We got 24 hours in a day and 365 days in the year. 300, you know what I'm saying? So you make your time valuable. You know what I'm saying? They say time is money, but it really ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because time, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't, but time is valuable. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, use it valuable. You feel me? Because sometimes you'll go back and you be wishing like, man, I wish I did this different, but wish I did this, wish I did that. But if you maxing out your dreams, if you maxing out and if you going hard every day, shit, nigga, you ain't gonna have time to say, man, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Cause you did everything. You feel me? You did everything. If anything, you gonna be like, shit. And then it takes us a long time to find like what we want to do in life, which is cool. You ain't supposed to right away, oh yeah, I want to do this. Even if you do have your mind made up and you want to do that and you pursue it and you do it, man, hats off. Hats off. But it's trials and tribulations. That's why it's so much for you to do in life, so you can choose. It's more than one option. You know what I'm saying? You see athletes all the time retiring early. Why? Because they still got dreams. They still got other achievements and accomplishments they want to, you know what I'm saying? It don't just end with sports. Sometimes the athletes, you see Tom Brady, he owned minority of the Raiders. You get what I'm saying? But he was so programmed to football, he went into ownership. You know what I'm saying? He probably had that all planned. That's probably why he played for so long. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna take you serious if you don't take your craft serious, if you don't take what you do serious. You know what I'm saying? Now they saying he the GOAT. He wasn't a GOAT in college. He wasn't a GOAT in high school. You get what I'm saying? But he got to the pros and he proved himself. You know what I'm saying? So you always gotta prove yourself. He's still proving himself now. You know what I'm saying? At the age he is now. So we young. So we can't sit up here and say, you know what I'm saying? We did this, we did that. We proving ourselves. Hell no. We ain't proving nothing, honestly. So make sure you always striving. Make sure you always going and, you know what I'm saying, doing more in life. Always, always. Appreciate y'all stopping by the chat, man. Dropping a like, voting. Every vote, every like count, man. It goes to the channel. It helps the channel. It helps us grow. And we just gonna keep growing. You ready? It's been 30 minutes. It's been real, y'all. Holla at y'all on the next one.